A lot of times when Aaron and I share the story of how we met, people always want to know how in the world did I find his Instagram if I didn't even know what his name was. Well, you know that one friend that can find anybody's Facebook or anybody's Twitter and all they know is that you think he's cute, he works at Target, and his name might start with an M? Yeah, okay, I might be that friend, and here is my side of the story of how we met. So in 2016, November to be exact, we knew that we were going to be in Missouri. And we ended up hearing about a really cool young adult night called Storytellers. That was inspired by my sister's song Storyteller that I happened to be featured on. And they found out we were in town. We found out their thing was in town. And we were so inspired and encouraged. And we really wanted to attend this event. And we got to sing some songs. So we show up at this awesome young adult event. There's a hair in my eye. And Morgan and I are like, in one of the rooms doing our makeup and getting ready and everything. And I remember I pulled my eyeshadow out of my bag and I said to my sister, I'm putting on eyeshadow because there's a lot of young adults here tonight. Everybody's, up to 30 years old. I was like 24, I guess at the time. So I was like, I might meet my husband tonight. I only wear eyeshadow on special occasions. Morgan and I went on stage to sing. We realized how hype everyone was and it was so amazing. And I'm just looking out at these incredible, on fire for God peers of mine and just being so inspired that so many people my age are just so hype and just having such a great time. And I was also really impressed that there was this group of guys that were getting really into it, because sometimes guys act like my music is just for girls, and I was just impressed that there was this group of guys that were unashamedly rocking out to it, and I was like, yeah, thanks guys. One of them happened to be very attractive, but I tried to not look at him because I was like, I don't know if he's single. I don't know if he has a ring on. I don't know how old he is. He might be too young. I'm like, stop, Jamie, don't look at him. But I kind of couldn't help myself a couple times, and yes, that was Aaron. After the show, we're, doing a sign-in line kind of meet and greet thing, and there's a huge group that stayed till the very, very end. Aaron was in that group, and so when I saw them walking up, I stood up from the table, and I was like, okay, and I told Morgan, I'm gonna marry him. Fun fact about me, I am a very honest person. It's not me trying to be oh, I'm so honest, but I don't know how to not speak my mind. It's something that can be a strength and can be a weakness at the same time. And in this context, it was just an awkward situation. I knew that I thought he was really attractive, and I knew that I was going to say that out loud in front of all of these guys that he was hanging out with. And so I was really nervous to be I think you're attractive. So in my brain, I'm let me find another way to tell him that he's attractive without actually saying that he's attractive. So I decided to say that he looked like he could be a model or an actor, which little did I know he was already pursuing that. But I was look at you walking in here all confident, looking like you're about to star in a movie or something. I see you trying to play cool, can't even smile. And at this point, his buddies are just cracking up, just oh, you heard what she said. And that for me was too much encouragement. And I'm oh, his buddies think I'm hilarious. Clearly, I'm just killing it. So I just kept going. I was you do look like you'd be in a movie. You look like you could star in a movie being the first black man to bowl, first black man to open a Chick-fil-A. And I'm thinking of Jackie Robinson, the first black man to play baseball. So I'm thinking the lead of 42. I'm also thinking one of the first black basketball teams of All-Star lineup. So I'm thinking of Glory Road. So I'm thinking of all these movies with black dudes starring that are just standing on the movie poster just and I'm yeah, Aaron looks like that guy. His friends are cracking up. They're oh, you're the first black man to bowl. In my head, I'm just Jamie Grace, calm yourself. At one point, I kind of looked over at my sister who was staring at me. The way Morgan tells this part of the story is that she was really kind of shocked that I was even being so flirty, my version of flirty. Usually at my shows, I'm incredibly guarded. I mean, people have brought their sons through my sign line or will bring pictures of their entire youth group and be pick one, marry one of these guys. And I'm very guarded because because honestly, I hadn't been in a place in my life where God had said, hey, it's okay to let that guard down until Aaron. But also because of what I do, I've always been really nervous that people would think that I was using my platform of singlehood to get a man, and that I was trying to kind of always talk about it secretly, hoping that a man would show up. And I didn't want to seem like I was doing too much or doing the most or being inappropriate. And so I quickly kind of got a little nervous about that and kind of got insecure about that and started to kind of shut down and kind of stepped away from the conversation. I didn't tell him bye. I didn't ask what his name was. He may have told me. I'd probably force myself to forget. And I was just no, What God has for you, it's for you, girl, and this isn't it, so walk away. A year later, 2017 now. It's November. I knew the name of the event called Storytellers, and I knew the guy that hosted the event. I already followed him on social media. So I went through his page, I found the events page, then I found the church's page of that event, and then I literally just scrolled through photos forever until I figured out what that guy's name was, and then I was like, Aaron Collins, cool. And I followed him. Then I freaked out, threw my phone across the room, and I didn't think about it for days. A few days later, it's almost Thanksgiving / almost my birthday. My now maid of honor, Kristen, was visiting for Thanksgiving. I get a DM alert or whatever. I opened it and I saw that it was from Aaron. And I freaked out and I started running through the house and I rushed to my room and Kristen was in there and I was like, Chris. Long story short, a year ago, I met a guy. He was wonderful. I'm going to marry him. I just got a DM from him. I love him. I'm freaking out. Literally all it said was, hey, Jamie, thanks for the follow. And he spelled my name wrong, which he corrected, but literally it was not flirty at all. I just, welcome to me. So from there, it was giggly, giddy excitement every single time he would send me a message back. I would throw my phone across the room. Kristen would get it, read it. We'd scream, giggle, cry, laugh. And then I would tell her that I loved him and I was going to marry him. And it was just, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll share the rest of that in part 2 of how I met my fiance, because I gotta go and do stuff because I have a wedding to get to tomorrow. I fly to go to the wedding tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed my side of the story. You can see Aaron's side of the story by clicking on the screen. Also, to check out other videos, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to his channel. I really enjoy making these videos, and I'm loving doing all these giddy wedding, fiance, relationship style videos, especially for the month of April, because obviously this is a special time in our lives, and we're so grateful that Jesus has allowed this to be what's a thing. I don't talk anymore. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I love you guys so much. I'll see you soon. I miss you already. Bye.